On a Night Like This, Volume 1. Written by Barbara Freethy. Narrated by Rowan. Chapter 1. As a teenager, seeing her father's car in the driveway when she came home from school had always made Sarah Davidson uneasy. She would steel herself for the evening to come, never quite sure why she felt afraid. Stephen Davidson had never physically abused her, but he had been demanding, and his words cut like a knife. It wasn't always what he said that was the worst part. It was the rejection in his gaze, and the cold quiet that usually followed his disappointment in her. It would be different now, Sarah told herself as she got out of her rental car. She was 29 years old, a successful lawyer, and she hadn't lived at home in 10 years. So why did she feel trepidation? Because her relationship with her father had never been quite right. They were biologically connected, but emotionally they were as distant as two people could be. Her mother, Valerie, had been the buffer between them, but her mom had died when Sarah was 19 years old. For the past decade, it had been just her and her dad. Actually, it had mostly been just her. While her father had paid for her education and living expenses, he hadn't come to her graduations. Not from college or from law school. The last time she'd seen him in person had been 5 years ago, when they'd both attended the funeral of her grandmother, her father's mother. She walked up the path, pausing at the bottom of the stairs, her hand tightening around the bottle of wine she'd brought for her dad's 65th birthday on Sunday. She'd tried her best to get him something a wine connoisseur would appreciate, a bottle of 1989 Chateau Mouton Rothschild Bordeaux. The wine had cost as much as her monthly car payment. She hoped it would be worth it. Her father was her only living relative, and she still, probably foolishly, wanted to believe they could find a way to connect with each other. Her nerves tightened, and she had to fight back the urge to flee. She'd flown all the way across the country to see him. She couldn't back down. Trying to calm her racing heart, she looked around, reminding herself that this had once been home. Her father's 2-story house with the white paint and dark brown trim was located in the middle of the block in a San Francisco neighborhood known as St. Francis Wood. Not far from the ocean, the houses in this part of the city were detached and had yards, unlike much of the city where the homes shared common walls. Her family had moved into this house when she was 9 years old, and one of her favorite places to be was sitting in the swing on the front porch.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?